are so many health implications that could come from using a cement kiln to do what it was not designed to do.
The first group that opposed it, there are still people around that are able to tell you about that. The environmental study that was done in 1990 is as relevant today as it was then. The plant is that much older, but no different.
So it's really upsetting to see an agency like DeBerk that is not accountable, that doesn't have citizens on its board, that doesn't have environmental groups on its board, that has perhaps members on its board that may have a conflict of interest, to be setting in motion this process. And they say they're doing it because they want to diversify their customer base. That's all fine and good. I want to diversify my stock portfolio, but I'm not going to invest in arms company or cigarette companies. There should be principles higher than diversifying their customer base that guide their actions, and that should be seeking the highest possible use in the recycling hierarchy for these tires. And if we are going to, as a province, make this decision, it's a major paradigm shift, and there should be lots of public discussion and debate. It shouldn't be made by an unaccountable agency or through a project assessment, which is what happened with the Nova Scotia Environment approval.
We were here 10 years ago, and this is the press release to prove it. And 10 years ago, the government of Nova Scotia made a wise choice on behalf of Nova Scotians to recycle our used tires. Here we are 10 years later, making the opposite decision, when, to my knowledge, nothing has changed.
I also have some concerns about some chemicals found in the tires. I've been hearing from people who say that there's chemicals used in the manufacture of tires that is a known hazard to aquatic life, according to government scientists, but it has not gotten on the official toxic chemical list, although scientists have been trying to get it there. It's called BENPAT. That's the acronym, and it's a combo of 3 chemicals used to help tires last longer.
Someone said, well, I'm in favor of it. Not really. If the science is correct and it is safe to do it, fine. If it is not, I have asked Lafarge, and I'm going to be asking the environmental minister as soon as those test results come out, on a daily basis or weekly basis, whatever, you folks and I want to know. I want to know what those test results are. And if there is anything in those results that is going to be anywhere near harmful to me and my grandchildren and that lake, which is Pristine Lake, I am going to fight tooth and nail to stop it.
And nothing. So no new evidence, no scientific research shows that things have changed, and nothing in the plant shows that it is safer now to do than it was then. That should be the answer to their inquiry. End of discussion. Nothing and nothing.
10 years ago, our committee was comprised of 5 or 6 people with a lot of support, and we had one person with a scientific background who spent hours and days and months researching and trying to find out what was the problem. It's the fine particulates which are not caught by what the Brookfield plant has in place right now.
Anyone would like to say something?
Where's Tiber, Nova Scotia? Fourth floor, Unit 400.